Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bow.
I don't think that actually was picking up.
Probably not. Yeah, that was a little bit quieter. Okay.
I didn't just want to blow my nose into the microphone, you know. I need to use my handkerchief. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna keep that in. That was pretty gross. That was a lot of noise.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was to some, but to the small few, I think they would enjoy it.
Anyway, welcome back, nerds. In keeping with the joke, it has been how many months since our last recording session?
It probably 2 this time.
2?
I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. Not only has it been 2 months since our recording session, but since if you're watching this episode, the time in between the previous episode, and this episode is
Probably closer to a year.
maybe not a year, but
not
like
a year.
maybe like 8 months. So we lost I think 3 recording sessions of this game. If you're watching up until this point, then you probably noticed you probably noticed a downgrade in audio quality in the previous episode that I posted, but I still put it up because I got it okay. After that episode, it was done. There was no way. There was no coming back from it. So we're having there'll be a bit of a cut, as you know. Usually we save. If we stop, we save. Otherwise, we start right off the bat. However, you'll notice, the eagle-eyed viewers out there, you'll notice that I have a ton of more hearts, and I honestly, I know I didn't have the magic armor at this point the last time we played, because we did the trading quest on camera, but I thought it was boring to do when we were doing it.
Didn't the audio for that get messed up too? Because we did that in that last session.
Yeah,
right?
all like the past 3 sessions scrapped.
Yeah.
All done. So I think as far as items go, I did this trading quest off screen to get the magic armor. It uses rupees instead of killing you, and I think that's about it. It was a little hard to tell like what we recorded off because we were genuinely lost from this point on.
Yeah, but now you know exactly where we are, right?
We've already done it. You know?
You just basically went through the entire game.
Oh my god, it was. You know me, I love Zelda.
Yeah.
It's my favorite series. I never wanted to play this Zelda game because I like the art style, and now I've come around to it to think it's really good. However, playing through it entirely again and just like shotgunning through it with a guide made me not like it as much because I was, you know, I definitely had much less fun going through it, you know, just to be like,
yeah,
I got okay.
It's much more systematic.
Because
not really.
We were at the end of the game.
Oh yeah,
I think we had like, I think it was like 20 episodes.
In our last recording session, the joke was basically like, oh yeah, we could finish the game or we could do 40 other things, and that's basically what we did because we were there. And yeah.
Oh my god, I found out something incredible that I never knew, and then as I was playing through it, I found it on accident. This is a grappling hook you can use to get items from enemies.
Okay.
Right? Isn't that crazy? You can use the grappling hook to get items from enemies. And so, because I played through it with a walkthrough,
Oh, go ahead.
Because I played through it with a walkthrough, to not get lost, I like got all the heart pieces because I was just like, all right, go here, do this. And man, there is so much like monotonous. Oh damn it!
just realized how far back these recording
Yeah.
went, because we're gonna have to do this all over again, huh?
Yeah.
The whole temple that kinda sucks.
I will grant you though, although this temple that we're about to do was much more annoying, I was flying through the temples.
Okay.
Because once you know where you're going and kind of having the feel for it, you just fly through it. This one was the more annoying one, but which I think he's in. Oh, you fuck.
Yeah, he's in that one.
Just like last time. Anyway, so apologies if there's some stuff some overlap. I'm telling you everything that we may have recorded that is I've already done on this playthrough is all optional nonsense stuff. There's some optional stuff didn't even know about that I just didn't do.
Nice.
Until a guide was like, "Hey, here you go." I don't know if I need to talk to him first or
If he's there, then you should. Okay.
I'm practicing a new song for next year's ceremony, and I need privacy. Isn't it fun? Everyone knows the song you play. You can what? You can hear my song inside? Really? I thought the sound of the waterfall would drown it out. Perhaps I should play a middle source softly when I practice from now on. I just remembered I have to go get the song and then come here and play it for him to awaken him. So also, I finished catching up like a week and a half or like a week or so ago. So it's been now like a week since I've played, which I'm still fresh, but I'm definitely not as fresh as I was when I was just barreling through it. It was a drag. But we're here. I guarantee you anything that you may have missed, viewer, was not that important or not the big. The trading quest maybe, but it was the only thing interesting is the first time you talk to a Goron, and then after that it's literally they all say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
They all do the exact same thing, and it's just a fast travel.
They're like, oh shit, you got that? Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'll give you this for that.
Which we used a guide for that on the show, and I remember being like, wow, this is a lot. And then when I looked at the guide, I didn't realize that you can mess up the quest. So if you didn't have a guide for that and you just didn't know the order to do it in, you'd just be trading nonsense stuff for hours until you got it.
Oh god.
Yeah,
The good thing we used that because it was just back and forth, and it was still long.
Yeah,
it was still long.
It was like a whole episode. And so we had about 14 or 15 episodes like done that we had to scrap. It may have been like a touch more. I'd have to go back and check. And then we still had to we had to beat the game. We had to go do the final. We had to go find and then do the final dungeon wherever it was. And now the only thing we have to do is the only extra stuff that we have to do is that one you remember that gauntlet that we did for an episode that we were like, oh my god, when is this gonna end?
Yeah.
And
I think that was like 2 episodes put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we actually did that. I don't know if that was one of the episodes that got messed up. But I still need to do that. I haven't decided if we're going to do... Is that? No. There we go. This isn't... I had so much trouble because you have to be standing in a specific spot for it to like pop. Mm-hmm. So the last time I kept going back and forth trying to get it to work and it just wouldn't work. When God Aria.
But he's the last dungeon, and then after that, it's all Ganon stuff, right?
It's finding the Triforce pieces.
Oh, are we all the way back there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, right?
wonderful.
I know, it was a lot of footage. We lost so much footage.
Okay, so all of my confusion where I'm like, oh no, we have to do.
Yeah, we were like, watching this. Okay, we'll do this first. I am Fado of the Kokiri tribe. I know I appear to you as a child, but the eyes oft deceive. I am a most esteemed sage. I had been praying here so that the power to repel evil would continue to be contained within the blade of the Master's sword. But I was attacked by the evil Ganondorf, and this is what happened to me.
How do you think Ganon killed him? Do you think he like stabbed him to death, or like was it very brutal?
In the previous dungeon, whenever you go there, King of Red Lions is like, hey, the power that Ganon used to summon him or to kill the sage is in there, so watch out. And then that's, presumably is the boss, and it was the big ghost that's a bunch of little Poes. So it's like he just makes it's almost like he makes a monster, I think, and then he's like, go fuck him.
Yeah, and this poor musician was like, I don't know what to do, and then he just got beat to death.
Yeah, whatever the boss is in this dungeon, he's like, he just sends it in he sends it into the shrine, the temple, and then he just walks up behind this guy and is like, hey, motherfucker, you wish to return the tower to your blade, don't you, power? Yes. In that case, look for the one who has the same instrument that I hold and teach him the song you just played.
I don't know who that would be.
I know, right? Who the fuck could it be? Once you do, I'm certain the holder of the instrument will feel the blood of the sages awaken in his veins. That Wind Waker you hold was used long ago to conduct us sages when we played our song to call upon the gods. In those days, it was always the king who conducted for us. Please, tell the king that I will still play, even in the next world. Yay. So, yeah, I think he just sends a monster into the dungeon, kills him, and then it permeates, and then it, creates a bunch more other shit. But I know, right? You should have been me when I was doing the episodes, and then it was a huge bummer, because
you're like, I gotta do that again?
Yeah, it's like, I have to do...
And it's not like we can just skip them.
Yeah, we can't just...
Yeah, we did the dungeon. We're fighting Ganon now.
Yeah, we did the 2 dungeons. We got all the Triforce pieces. We're back at we're fighting Ganon. Here's the end. And be like, what? But there's a huge stuff. I was upset because I was like, oh, I didn't realize how much of this game that we had played, and then how much was left.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize how big this game was, because when we were recording, I was like, oh, we took a bit more time, just like goofing off and doing the show. No, this is a really long fucking game.
Yeah.
I looked, and on YouTube I wish I didn't use it, so I feel less bad about not knowing the name. But someone had a 100% walkthrough, like no nonsense, no commentary, just the walkthrough, and it was like 16 hours. And I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah. As far as games go these days, that's not terribly long, but it's a little long for...
It's a little long for having to do it all twice.
It's long for a GameCube game.
Yeah, definitely long for a GameCube. And the more, like, stuff... I also didn't realize how almost, like, bare bones we played it. You know, of, like, extra stuff that's in the game. There's a whole, like, collectathon thing in this game that's over there that we never went to. And, I mean, we're not going to do it because that's ridiculous. If you want to...
Especially at our mental states right now.
Yeah,
of like,
don't get me wrong. I think this is a really great game and a really great Zelda game. I cannot wait to be done with it.
Yeah.
And I cannot guarantee that I will not be a little short-tempered versus, you know, not with you, but with the game.
No. Directed at me.
Yeah, directed
I want it.
It was your fault.
It's all my fault.
You
I know
had
it's my
to
fault.
be the big dick with the with the best recording.
I'm sorry. And there's a few recordings that I'm just not there.
Yeah.
But I am there. But I turned my mic off.
Oh my God! By the way, so we have a huge upgrade in our professional sound quality. We now are recording multi-track audio, which for the viewer makes no difference unless you know what I'm talking about. But what that means is now everything is recording on its own individual line. So
we can edit it better.
Yeah, so if something gets messed up, if I'm peaking or I'm too quiet or you're too quiet or something, I can go in and actually individually adjust the game, the mics, the music, whatever's going on. I can adjust it.
That's lovely.
Right? It's a big win for us. All right, here we go. Winds God's Aria. Oh.
Is there something else you need to do? Because I think on the map it still show where you were as.
Alright, well, that's what the sage says. I have to play it for the new sage. Here we go. Yeah, it's because I wasn't facing him. See, it's all of this, like, you have to be standing in this exact same bullshit. I'm already getting upset.
I'm sorry. I did this all.
That's incredible. Are you gonna conduct me, Falk? What kind of song is it? I can't wait to hear it. Please conduct.
Now, the audio got fucked up because of a stream, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you know.
It got fucked up because of a stream and because of an update in OBS.
Oh, okay. But, like, because of the streams, you know, like, we'll fuck up the audio for the people that view those streams. Just come on in.
Yeah.
View those streams.
It's true. Strange. Why does it feel like I already know this song? The music does fill me with such great joy, though.
Yeah.
It still blows my mind. You know, we've already done it. This is no longer my first playthrough, but man, did it blow my fucking mind whenever we saw that he was a Kokiri from Ocarina of Time, the sage.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my God. Who's clapping?
Me. That's all me.
That did not happen.
Did you not see me clap a million times?
Yeah, I wasn't trying to look.
Yeah. Well, I did.
Yeah.
That wasn't game audio. That was me.
Oh, this sacred song that you've conducted has awakened me. I know myself now. I am the Sage of the Wind Temple. It is my fate to return the power to repel evil to your Master Sword, and to ease the regrets of my ancestors. Oof. Oh, Falk, please, you must take me with you to the Wind Temple. And do you know why? Did I tell you why I replayed the entire game for to do this?
For the funny name, right?
Yep, it was It's for the funny name. Alex had a save game, and his save game was about where we were. It was enough to where I think I would have had to do either I would have had to do one thing, or I would have redone, or we would have like missed one thing, but can't change the name, so replay it all just for that name, just for you folks.
Or what you could have done is just edited it over the top of the name, just Falk.
Yep. Record a soundbite of me going Falk, and then every time it comes up, I'll do visual editing and put a little black box, position it right there over the name that just says Falk in like Comic Sans.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, well, I have to go around the island. There is so much monotonous stuff in this game that I did not realize. Of like little side, like tiny side quests, tiny little.
Yeah, pretty much like any. He has like, something.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, I think it's very revolutionary for open worlds, because it's like traditional open worlds. There's like tons of little things scattered throughout the massive world, versus, you know, just going here and getting a heart piece or doing this or doing that. It's a lot of like little stuff, and I'm sure, you know, you playing this naturally on the GameCube, be fucking crazy.
Yeah, especially after like just Majora's Mask. I mean,
Yeah. That's you, buddy.
Falk. As was the case with Medley, I have no doubt that Makar, too, has some special role to play in these events. Discovering that role is your duty. I'm certain that by cooperating, two of you overcome the dangers and pitfalls of.
So, that's right. We have to.
In my head, that sounded like Count Dooku.
I'm gonna be honest, it didn't.
Yeah. In my head, though.
Yeah, that's where it matters. Not on the mic.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Right in your head.
The one outweighs the needs of many, right?
Yeah.
The Star Trek thing.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yay! So, what had happened was, during a stream, someone said they wanted to hear the game more, and it was a little too low. So we turned it up on there, not realizing, you know, and then we just, for how we record, we didn't go back and adjust it. And then, not only that, but there was an update with OBS that it doubled all of the audio filters for all of our microphones.
Oh God.
So everything, all of the sound gating, all of the filtering, was another set was put on top of that. So we cleared it for these two, because if you remember, that mic was over here and that mic was over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we switched them all and like kind of moved everything down the line a bit. So this was the one we never used, so we never fixed it. Yeah. So
Back to this fucking thing.
I know, right? Which oh shit. Forgot
Gotta get that Makar over here.
Yep, forgot we gotta take him with us everywhere we go.
He's like, oh, I thought you wanted me to stand here.
Right? And he is so much slower than Medley that he is.
Yeah, Medley's like your speed and he's a quarter speed.
Yeah, Medley will come with, you know. And this guy, no way. Well, he does fly a bit.
Didn't you have to like water those or something?
Fuck you, Wizrobes!
You have gotten much better at the combat.
Oh yeah, let me tell you. That gauntlet, that's why I'm like, we could do the gauntlet, if we really needed to, because I've gotten fairly good at this. Oh, also, I have learned tricks of fighting certain enemies. So like these guys are weak to a bomb.
As am I.
Yep. It explodes in one go, and then if you can get them with the hammer, one hit.
It's done. Yeah.
Do you remember how much problems those guys gave us before?
Yeah.
This stuff, I'm pretty proud of myself. That wasn't in the guide. I just figured that out on my own and was like, hey, this is, and then it worked, and I was like, oh my god,
Look at this.
so neat,
Gameplay tips.
right? That's what you came here for. What am I supposed to do here, guy? Can't.
I don't remember at all.
Oh, that's what I
You can fly though if you control him, right? So maybe fly up to the turn off the powering the wind.
That's a good point. You gotta remember, guys, that wrong thing. That we played through this part like a year, like maybe 10 months ago, and I didn't look at a guide, you know, to this point. I got to where we were. I was literally watching the episode on my phone. I got to right there, and then I stopped.
Yep.
There we go. Good eye.
It's a long.
I know.
I didn't realize. Like, you told me that all this happened. I was like, oh, that's like 4 or 5 episodes,
Yeah.
right? We're gonna have to go back and do a couple things, whatever. I didn't realize we had to do the entire wind temple again.
I know. We have to do the entire wind temple. We have to do all of the
Triforce.
Yeah, all of the Triforce, which is,
But you did most of those off screen.
yeah, I did. The only ones I did on screen were the ones that were like pertinent to the game, yeah, that were unique. And I will say that there's one that's annoying. Beetle, like the fancy Beetle shop sells one, but he doesn't seem to sell it until you get the quest to do all of the Triforces. And I was like, oh my god, just let me get it. I had so much stuff where I was like, just let me do it. Just let me get it out of the way. Just let me get out of the way. I don't care about this anymore. Oh shit.
Oh, you...
Why can you hurt me, but you can't hurt each other? That's what I said to all of my bullies growing up. Alright. Well, that'll about do us on this first episode return. Woo, we're back. Stay nerdy, everybody. Thanks for staying with the show.